Okay, attention all of my loyal subjects, aka subscribers. Welcome everybody to the channel update video, and welcome to the news world, where we're going to be always using this, at least I hope, to talk about news about the channel. Just thought it'd be fun to have a little thing going. This is, for those of you wondering, on my Vanilla Plus survival mod pack that I've been talking about doing a series on for a while. But yeah, more on that later. We're going to talk about bunch of different stuff with the channel. Probably won't be that long of a video. I just ask that you guys please stay till the end because I really need to hear your opinions on all of this stuff. It'd be really important to me. So yeah, get yourself a snack, or if you're working or you're doing something or you're just playing a game, let me be your background noise for a minute. So just listen to me. If you have something to say, you know where the comment section is. So yeah, first things first, we got 600 subscribers. Isn't that cool? I think that's pretty cool. We got it pretty quick, honestly. I think the time between 500 and 600 was probably less between... it was probably less time between 5 and 600 than there was 4 and 500, so that means we're growing faster. And I like that a lot. Let's keep that going. Be sure to keep sharing the channel, you guys. That'd be great. I'd love to see that. But let's get talking into more of the more serious things. Well, I guess this is a pretty serious thing, but like the more concerning things. Obviously, you know that I have been kind of out of order recently. I mean, maybe you haven't noticed, depending on how closely you pay attention to things, but if you've been in the Discord server, or if you've been in the community page or post page, whatever it's called nowadays, you'll know that I've been sick. I've had, I don't even know what I've had, just a really bad cough, and that's kind of it. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're trying to record videos and you're like hacking a lung out, well, not hacking, but like, you know, your lungs are destroying themselves, it's kind of hard to talk through a video when you can barely breathe. So yeah, that's been happening. Prayers for me, please, if you spare a minute. But yeah, so to kind of glance upon that, I know that for those of you who have paid even closer attention will know that I was actually sick less than a month ago. I took a business trip in early April, I think April 7th, around that day, that weekend, whatever that weekend was. And when I came back the following Monday, I caught pneumonia, and that really sucked. I was pretty much out for a week. I think I still recorded a video. It might have been the Diplodocus episode of Jurassic Craft, I think. Something like that. But yeah, that happened, and then I was feeling better, making tons of videos. Now this past week, or well, it's probably been about 6 days now, I've just had this really bad cough, and I don't know where it's coming from or why it's here, but it's here. And I didn't know for certain if I had pneumonia. We just thought it was pneumonia, and when I say we, I'm referring to me and my wife, of course. So yeah, I don't know. Interesting stuff. And speaking of my wife, some of you may know that I've been expecting a child very soon. I'm expecting a boy, obviously. If you guys have watched my videos, I believe I've mentioned it at least once or twice. I don't know. Well, if I haven't before, you know now. So yeah, he's expected to come any day now. The due date is coming up, and my wife's been having all these signs of going into labor soon, so yeah, prayers up for that too, if you got a minute. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I feel super blessed to be a dad, and I feel super blessed to be here sharing it with you guys as well. So yeah, let's talk about content. Finally, the stuff you guys get to comment about. If you just want to say congratulations or I'm praying for you, that's cool too. But, so, going into the content stuff. Obviously, you can tell it's been a little wacky recently. I've been going on... Let me try to take a look at the pattern here. So, you'll notice that I've been kind of in patterns. I went through like 5 straight uploads of Planet Zoo, then stopped uploading Planet Zoo. I think it's been about 2 weeks since yeah, it's been 2 weeks, because I'm uploading this the next morning, so yeah, it's been 2 weeks since the last Planet Zoo upload, and I know a lot of people on this channel subscribed for the Planet Zoo content. I know a lot of my subscribers come from that. I thank you for subscribing for that. But it's a series you got to be more patient with. I'm gonna ask that you guys be patient with that stuff, because Planet Zoo is hard for me to record. I love the game. I don't hate the game. I love playing it, but it's super hard because I gotta come up with ideas, then I gotta be motivated to record that because it is such a in-depth and gritty game, if that makes any sense, I guess. It's very gritty, and like, you know, the recording it is hard. It really does get hard. I don't know why it's so hard for me. It's just my mindset isn't always in the right spot for Planet Zoo. So for those of you who are big fans of Planet Zoo, I ask that you just try to be patient. That this does not mean that Planet Zoo uploads by any means are going to get more scarce or anything like that. It just means that I'm really trying to get into the mindset to record these videos. And as you guys probably realized, when I get into that mindset, I record a ton of those videos. That's why you had 5 Planet Zoo videos in a row. How do you guys feel about that? Like when I do that stuff? Should I try to space these things more out, or do you guys just want to see your favorite series back to back to back to back? Because I know a lot of you guys, I'd say the majority of you guys right now, or at least the majority of the people who reach out by commenting or in the Discord server. If you guys haven't joined that yet, you probably should. You know, we talk about things in there. Like, for example, a lot of you guys have been creating your own Jurassic Craft mod packs, or some of you might even be using mine, I'm not entirely sure. But some of you are using them, are playing them, and you guys are sending me screenshots, telling me how your experience of building a Jurassic Park is going, and it's so fun to see what you guys are up to. I know somebody was having lots of issues with glitches and stuff like that, and yeah, just tons of fun little discussions in there. So yeah, you should join the Discord. But as I was saying, a lot of you guys who reach out to me always ask for Jurassic Craft. You want more. I'm happy to give you more. You gotta give me a minute to come up with ideas. I'm not talking like Planet Zoo level though, because Planet Zoo is way different. It's much harder for me to come up with ideas, or well, good ideas for it. Jurassic Craft's really easy for me to record. That's why you've been seeing so much of that recently too. It's a very easy series for me to record. All I have to do is get a area ready for a specific dinosaur, record myself building the paddock, putting a dinosaur in it, and we talk about all the fun stuff along the way. So, yeah, I love recording that series. You guys love watching it. I ask that if you know anybody who also likes watching it, that you send some videos their way, because like I said, we need to keep growing the channel. I really would love to hit 1K by the end of the year. I think that's a super realistic goal. We were really on track to hit 500 by the end of last year, but I took a big break, and that was my fault. We definitely, if I didn't take a big break in November and part of December, we would have probably hit 500 subscribers and then a little bit more, but I got busy because I was doing a lot of working. Man, I was grinding it out, and it really didn't transfer for anything, I guess. But you know, anyways, continuing on. A lot of you guys have probably noticed that Cleveland Browns franchise has returned as well. I want to hear your opinion on that, because obviously I see the statistics of these videos. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to it. I know it didn't do very well at all. I know it didn't do very good. But I am hopeful that it ends up doing better if I continue to record the series. Up to you guys, because I know that I'm sure a lot of the people who used to watch Cleveland Browns franchise, because Cleveland Browns franchise used to get a lot more views. It used to not be, I mean, it still always was kind of my lesser popular videos, but you guys showed it love. If you want me to continue that series, let me know in the comments down below. Or even go to the Cleveland Browns franchise videos and leave a like in a comment, because that when you guys leave likes and leave comments, especially comments, I know you guys are really loving the series that I'm putting out. And that's a major decision maker for any series that I have going. That doesn't mean that all of my series are based on when you guys comment. Not always, because if videos get a lot of views, I'm gonna keep going. Like one example is Minecraft Cobblemon. That actually did get quite a lot of comments. Actually, not exactly what I was talking about, but Minecraft Cobblemon. Actually, let's transition over to this. Obviously, if you guys have seen the post page or community page, you'll know that we put up a vote for a Pixelmon series, Pixelmon Catch 'em All. I have tried to record that series. Before I actually got this cough, I tried to record the first episode of it, and obviously it didn't really work because you didn't see it. That's because I tried to play the most recent version of the mod, which was like 1.20.2 or something like that. And then I tried 1.16.5. I tried all these different versions. None of them were really working the way I wanted. I'm gonna try 1.12.2. I didn't necessarily want to go that far back, but that might just be the way it is. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But obviously, Cobblemon, I'm going to tell you right now, it is officially most likely canceled. Not for any other reason, because obviously we're transitioning to Pixelmon, or we might be very soon. I don't know what the plan is there just yet. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that really soon, or if you'd like to see me focus on other things for now. And so yeah, that is something, because there really isn't anything to do in single player anymore. And if you watch the most recent episode of Minecraft Cobblemon, where I beat the fire gym, finally, after losing to it for like 2 straight episodes or something like that. I don't remember, but what do you call it? Yeah, there wasn't anything left for me to do in single player. There was multiple times where I got on that mod pack, and I was like, alright, we're gonna record episode 18, this is gonna be great. And then I get ready to record, and I'm like, I have no idea what we're gonna do, because there's no breeding, there's no real battle mechanics for Cobblemon, unless you want to just battle wild Pokemon over and over again, but I just didn't necessarily want to do that. Granted, I could have caught a bunch of them and all that stuff, but Cobblemon is just still such, it's still so young, I guess, is the words I'm looking for. It's still so young. And, you know, it's something that I kind of have a hard time messing with, because there's nothing there, you know? There's nothing there. And one more thing I want to segue to is Planet Zoo Career Mode. Obviously, I recorded 2 episodes of that and left it alone. I'm sure some of you who watched it probably wonder why. It's really only because it just wasn't it's not really receiving the love I want, or I was expecting. The first episode did pretty okay. Second episode didn't do too great in terms of what we usually get. But I'm not necessarily too worried about it, because it might come back if you guys want it to come back. I never planned on canceling it. I never planned on it. I always planned on coming back to it at some point. It just seems like that's not where you guys are really at right now. It seems like you guys are really eating up this Minecraft content. If that sounds a little weird, but you guys really like the Minecraft stuff. I can see it in my, I can see it in the numbers. When I look at when I log onto YouTube Studio, I can see the statistics. They're there. You guys are loving the Minecraft stuff. I'm not done. So, yeah. If you guys want to see more of certain things, you gotta let me know. Because the way I see it, you guys really like the Minecraft stuff right now. Planet Zoo, you like when I bring a video here and there. But I've seen that when I record a bunch of Planet Zoo videos all together, and then put them out day by day, like if I do 5 uploads of Planet Zoo in a row, like I did the last time, they dip, like, pretty fast. So, yeah, you guys are gonna have to help me. And, I've been thinking a lot about new things I can do on the channel, because I'm always trying to think of new things. Lately, I've been trying to figure out situations with collabing with different people, because I know that that's a really big thing. that I'm just by myself all the time, and I'm sure you guys kind of get sick of me playing single player all the time, but I can't always help it because I don't have very many people to collab with, and the people I do have to collab with, we're not always on the same clock, you know what I mean? So it's really hard. I've tried and succeeded at some points to collab in certain areas, you may or may not know, and in others, I keep failing. That's why the Vanilla Plus mod pack series hasn't come out yet. Like I said, I was going to segue to that later on in the beginning of the video. Let's talk about it. This series is the most excited I've been to record a series. By far, I am super excited. I think this series is going to do very, very well. But I just can't, like I said before, I can't get the people on. I need at least 2 to 3 people on. I don't really even have 2 to 3 people to collab with. So, like I said, it's a fight. It's an uphill battle, and I'm trying to figure things out. And we will. I just, I got to get people on the same clock and things to work. But I really, really want to do this series so bad. I have so much stuff written, and I've never been more excited about recording a series in my entire life. But continuing on, another thing I've been thinking about for new content is doing one-off videos, not necessarily mod reviews, but kind of like mod reviews. I want to do stuff like that for the channel, and I want to, like, just pushing stuff out. Like, for example, I was thinking about doing a one-off video about mine colonies. Now, if this video of mine colonies does good, and I will probably mention in the video, if you want this to become a series, show support, and if that does get the support I want, then we make a whole mine colony series, which I think honestly would be a pretty good mod pack for single player. Or Minecraft Survivor series, where we do like, I don't know, we do like Tough as Nails, where I have to fight through temperatures and I can get really thirsty and stuff like that. I've been thinking about doing some horror stuff with some friends, maybe. Like a Backrooms Minecraft mod pack or something like that, because I know there is a really good one out there. If you guys want to see that, of course, I'd love to do that. Maybe some Lethal Company stuff, possibly. It doesn't really seem like that's a tree worth barking up. I don't know. Every day, I think about YouTube. Every day. I am so committed to you guys, and I know that, now that I'm saying this, I don't know how many of you guys have made it this far in the video. If you have, leave a like. But I'm so committed to YouTube, and I know if I just keep grinding, eventually we'll get to a spot where we have ourselves an awesome, decent-sized community, and things really work out for all of us, and we have just some great times. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell right now. It really is. It's been a lot of uncertainty. Like I've said, I'm in a very confusing time in my life. I'm about to become a dad, and I've been having some troubles in real life, if you can believe it. Obviously, with these 2 sicknesses, one I got over, and this one now I'm trying to get over it. I'm sure I sound even a little different, but yeah, so many things going through my mind all the time. YouTube is one of the things that I'm always thinking about. What can I do that can generate more people, more subscribers, more viewers, more of you guys, because that's what we want. We want to grow this little community that we have, so we can all just have a really great time together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm having a hard time trying to figure things out. So I'm thinking about doing these one-off videos. For example, mine colonies, like I said before, and seeing what works and what doesn't. I know somebody in the Discord server recommended I try the prehistory mods, or Minecraft prehistory, whatever you want to call it. I would love to do that. I think that's pretty darn cool. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say right now. It really is. There's so many different things that I want to try on this channel, but I'm just not so sure what you guys want to see. So what do you guys want to see? You want to see Pokemon content? I can do some Nuzlocks or something along the lines of that. Do you want to see more Minecraft content? Or do you want to see more stuff like that I'm doing now? Like, do you want to see more Madden content? Do you want to even see 2K content? NBA 2K, I mean. Do you want to see Planet Zoo content? What do you guys want to see? And also, what ideas do you have? Because I'd love to hear from you guys. Not necessarily going to take every idea I hear, but I'm curious, you know? You guys have been around, so you guys know the niche that I like to stick to. And I don't know, I feel like maybe some of you guys can come up with some pretty cool hidden gems. But yeah, that's enough of me yapping. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, leave a comment down below. I will see you all later. Bye!